So, how long have you been with CCA?
I've been to the CCA ever since I was in kindergarten.
Awesome. So you know the school, huh?
Yeah.
So, what are what is it a day in the life like?
Well, I wake up at 7:30 to eat breakfast, and then I go start my guide instruction classes, and then I go to math, which is at 8:30 a.m. till 9:45 a.m. And then I work on all my other stuff until 12:30 p.m. And then my 12:30 p.m. class ends at 2:30 p.m. And then after that, I just chill for a bit. But sometimes I have to log out of class early on like Fridays and Mondays and Tuesdays. So I have to log out early, and sometimes I have my extracurriculum classes like physics education and music.
And those run late, right?
Yeah, they end at like 4 o'clock and they start at like 2:30 or 3:30. And it kind of like it's weird because at the beginning of the year when I start school, I don't get science and social studies for a while.
So, how would you say the fluency of like your schedule is? Like, if you wanted to, I don't know, like sleep in or maybe go to the store or something like that.
Well, I can just like text my teachers and tell them I'm late sometimes. And yeah, but other than that, they'll just like my schools. They have the kids go to class, and if they don't go to class, like if you go to class, you can submit your lesson blank. But if you do not go to class, you cannot submit your lesson blank. And sometimes they'll have you watch the recording. So that's what happens if you want to sleep in or if you want to go to the store. I feel like.
Okay, awesome. So, how is your social life at CCA? Like, do you get to talk to the kids?
Well, if you get email, you can just go to the bottom of your right corner, right by your chat, and you go to the search bar, and that's when you like text in the kid's email or the kid's name or the teacher's email or the kid's name or the teacher's name, and it'll pop up which you want to text. That's how you email kids, and one of my teachers are fun, and one of them are not. And the one that's fun lets the kids talk in the chat, and the one that's not fun, she just blocks out the chat, even when you don't talk.
Yeah, you always have two main teachers, and then one of those teachers is the homeroom teacher, right?
Yeah, actually, one of the main teachers are my homeroom.
Okay. So, is there anything else you can do, like for as like sports or field trips or anything like that?
Well, as in for field trips, they have a couple fun ones. They have back to school birthday bash, and they have
I see a
they
masquerade ball in there.
yeah they've young artist workshop. They have some robotic clubs. They've tours, and they've let's explore ocean and waves, and they've picture
You're on the
days.
page, aren't you?
No.
I'm pretty sure she knows about this too, but they have different theme schools depending upon where, like, what region you live in. Our region, we have TechWorks, and so the whole entire school is like they have 3D printers. It's like all tech. There's a robotic dog. What else do they have down there?
Um,
They fly drones down there a
oh,
lot. Yeah, but they have a MedWorks. They're having a teddy bear clinic where they're working on teddy bears. They're also having anatomy of the body, and some other stuff. But they do like I know they had EMT stuff there, of course, like all medical stuff, medical field stuff and everything. Then they have AG works, and that was the agriculture works. So they have a humongous hydroponics lab, and Makai actually went to a virtual tour of it one time. How was that?
it was pretty great. They actually grow plants, and they even have a YouTube channel on it. It's pretty fun. I actually went to a class on it before last year.
And then what did you learn from it?
Well, the lady said that you have to make sure it has sun, some dirt, soil. She said that you can keep worms in it or buy it.
They probably
But
do
make
have
sure
a worm
it's
farm.
not too much.
Yeah.
And yeah, that's what I learned from it.
So they have a humongous fish tank with these huge fish, and they feed that water into the where they plant everything. And everything that they plant, most of it is food, and the food goes to the teachers and the staff, so they get to eat for free, and it's nice, healthy, homegrown lettuce and stuff like that. And then they'll cycle that water from the plants back into the tank, and it'll just keep that constant system. It's pretty cool. And they have clubs for every single one of these like schools as well, so you can always like join certain clubs that will go over it more in depth. So, okay. And I know you went to some of the field trips. How did you like it?
Well, the birthday bash was very fun. You go in, you get a name tag. They were nice to me and my siblings and my parents. You got a little activity of some painting and coloring to do on the table, and then we danced from Kids Bop Music, and then afterwards we took out this big ball of candy and we rolled it around to everyone, and whoever it landed on would unravel one wrap of candy and get some candy from it. I made a friend. Afterwards, everyone got cupcakes. We sang happy birthday, and everyone who its birthday was close to got a pendant.
Yeah.
And the pendant was very cute.
Oh yeah, it was a little cake, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. CCA is big on pendants. You'll have like a whole board of them, and I actually probably start that with my daughter because she was trying to wear them clothes, not everywhere. Also, our whole family went to that birthday bash. They accommodated my son who had a milk allergy, and I thought that was really nice because he didn't go to CCA, so that's awesome. Virtual field trips, like how do you like those?
Well, they're really fun. They read books to you. They ask you some questions sometimes. It's fun.
That's awesome. What about the cooking ones?
Well, the cooking ones are virtual. And all you have to do...
It is morning. I'm sleepy. Okay, good.
Anyway, so the virtual cooking ones, the teacher gives you the recipe. You can either make it at her pace or you can make it at your pace. I made it at my pace though, because the teacher was going way too fast. I made ice cream, chili, we made some drinks, It was fun.
My funnest one and my most memorable one. She always signed up for the cooking ones, by the way, people. She loved to eat, she loved to cook. So the favorite one for me was we did a farm to table one. And the shopping list was very extensive, but it was 5 days of making dinner in the summertime. And we started early, but I mean it was only like 2 hours long at best. But man, the stuff that we made, I mean, I never even knew what chutney was until I went to this class. And I'm like, oh, it's so good. And we made I think it was a whole chicken, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Whole chicken, um, Brussels sprouts. I never knew I could like Brussels sprouts until we went to this thing. They be throwing it down. We made a pumpkin pasta. It was really good. Like they try to make stuff that you wouldn't normally eat, but then they also make sure that it's going to be something that like the kids is going to really like to eat once they're done. And it was good. It was good, y'all. So, what would you want to say to somebody that's in 5th grade and they're having trouble at regular school and they have a parent at home or whatever, like they're thinking about cyber school? What would you want to say to them? Or the parents were thinking about cyber school?
I would think about CCA because it's a really good school, especially for 5th grade. It gives you lots of math equipment, lots of science equipment. You don't even have to wake up that early. You can wake up like 7:30 to 7 o'clock. Because you only have class at 8:30. They very fun activities. The month for your birthdays in, they host a birthday bash. And sometimes I feel like it's kind of like a deal. The teachers basically make a deal with you. If you have an overdue, they'll drop the grade and then they'll put a note by the grade saying, if you finish the overdue, you can get back the A. And I feel like it's kind of a deal, though. So if you get 1 overdue, it'll drop down to a C. If you get 2, it'll be a D, and if you get 3, it'll be a F. So all you have to do is just do the overdues. Just let the teacher grade it. Even if the teacher grades it as like a bad grade, like a D or an F in the course, you still get back the A, and she just sends it back for that day, so it be on like your day lesson.
And they have their grades open all year long, right? You can literally go to like the first thing you ever did on day 1 at the end of the school year and redo it.
Yeah.
As long as the teacher, of course, says it's okay.
And sometimes you can even resubmit something by yourself. So if you go, for instance, you click like right here, and it like shows you all the stuff. And then, like, if you did something wrong, and like, see, this is 3 things wrong. Mm-hmm. There's 3 for me to do. Mm-hmm. Well, if I fail this top one, and I still have 2 more left to do. If I fail the bottom one, I still have 1 more left to do. So I go up, and it doesn't let you finish. Like, it doesn't let you finish the top one. Even if you get to the last thing and move on to the next, it doesn't let you finish the top. And it doesn't let you finish the bottom until the middle's done. And it doesn't let you finish the middle until the top's done, or the bottom's done. So you can just go back and re-answer all your questions, and then you'll be done.
Okay, cool.
And the teachers are nice. They give you options. They let you know that you have a bad grade. they tell you once you have that grade, you can either 1, let them resubmit your thing, 2, meet with them and still let them resubmit your thing, or 3, keep that grade and get it up by doing like 2 tests. And at the beginning of the year, if you fail at the beginning of the year, then you're just going to have that to the middle of the year, because they don't really give you tests in the middle of the year. And they keep that grade until you get done with your produce, you do the test, or you get it resubmitted. And some kids don't want it resubmitted, and some kids don't do the overdues, so they get stuck with the grade until the middle of the year.
Oh yeah, these are all the so these aren't extracurricular activities, but they are all the programs that CCA works
This one is
with.
It's called Amplify. My teacher yesterday told me that if I feel bored and language arts is too easy for me, I go into this and I do. It's harder ELA to do. It's like extra work if you feel like ELA is hard enough.
And then they also work with Brain Pop Junior.
And they work
Learning A to Z.
And
keyboards without tears. And they teach your kid how to do keyboard and cursive. They don't really go over the cursive, but they give them a book for you to work with. Book creator. We made
books out a lot.
I think like 3 books so far.
Yeah, that was fun.
Critter Coin. I'm not familiar with that. So what is Critter Coin?
I don't really go into Critter Coin, but I love Scratch.
I like iReady.
I like Scratch. Scratch is it's a website where kids go ahead and build games.
And she's made so many games.
Fun.
Now that's an extracurricular activity. You can actually do coding. And they supply you with a monitor as well so that you can really look at your coding as you go.
And there's Nearpod. I don't really like Nearpod. It's just a thing where you go into it.
Do you still have any of your games on Scratch?
You see inside it. The person who made it could see inside of it. And it looks pretty fun.
Can I see you play it?
Sure. Let's go into it. And you press your green button.
You got the old Mario, man.
Yeah. It slowly fades sometimes.
Is that a bomb?
Yeah, you can do this and it sets off a bomb. It doesn't kill you. It's supposed to kill Yoshi at the very end. But if you use up all your bombs, then not really going to kill Yoshi at the very end. So. It gets hard on the way on. I feel like it's funner if it's harder. So I'll make it harder on the way on.
Oh, yeah.
These ones were really hard to code. And you don't have to get all the coins. I keep dropping bombs. Oh, I died.
So, what are some other things? I know you took Japanese.
Yeah, Japanese was fun. They have, I forget what the website's called. Zaire goes on it. I might be in horror. I think it's called Nora or something.
What, for Japanese?
Yeah, it was this website. I forget what the website was called.
They don't use Rosetta Stone anymore, do they?
I think they do. It was, and I like how they marked their logo on it.
So that they put that on everything, right?
Yeah, all the packaging.
Oh, okay.
And that's for science. And this is for math.
Okay, now go.
A material world, what is matter? And then Milton Hershey in the chocolate industry.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah, I know. I can't wait. And then Beacon to Freedom.
Oh, it's a good read too.
And then we have a lot more books. These are the last of them.
Oh, I got, okay.
I have Joshua and the Biggest Fish.
Hmm?
This isn't a package, but I can only see this. The Power Yeti. It's a fun book. I never tried it yet, but my teacher said it was going to be fun. I was reading Can Man. I actually have a test on this next month. And Mars for Humanity. I can't wait to read this book. It looks so cool already. I have Ori and Apollo 11.
Ooh.
We have a pack of books too. It only has one book in it, and I don't even know the name of it. Antique paper. Alright, and then we have studying books too in here. There's the 5th grade practice text collection. I went in it looks kind of boring, but they have their own notebooks too. Right here is also a practice collection.
So her school also gives a printer. So one is her brother's, one is hers. Like, what is your overall experience with CCA? Like, are you happy or?
I'm happy about it. They have high-tech things like Epson printers that they send you when you need a printer. They give you very lavish computers, like a ThinkPad. ThinkPad is very expensive. It's like thousands of dollars. My estimate's like $2,000, but it's really expensive. They give you when you get this, as you can see, is the newest computer that you get the moment you like start in CCA, and it comes with this little keyboard pad so that you don't break your keys. It has a case to make sure you don't break your case or anything. It's pretty nice. The teachers let you play ABC by A after class. We get cool equipment for school. This year for science, it was so crazy. I got flour. I got Kool-Aid packs. I got sand. It was like colorful, kinetic sand.
That's for your science kit, right?
Yeah, it's my science kit. You can even make your own events. At the upper right corner, you see Add Event, and then you press onto it.
So you can add your own personal events to the calendar, so that like like all of what you're doing that day, right? And to schedule it in that way, if you have to talk to the teacher or something like that. You'll know, huh?
And then you can even send links to kids.
Okay, they have their own library. I don't know if they specifically own it or if this is just any school can get on it. But Sora is their library where they keep all their books. And they have a lot of books. Oh, but right now, Makai needs to go to class. She needs to go to class.
So I like how all their...
I didn't see what time it was.
I like how all their computers are touchscreen because I know HP had touchscreen computers, but this brand is HP and it's still touchscreen. So I like that. That's touchscreen.
Yeah, they try to keep all their computers touchscreen, right?
But you have to program it to turn off itself because when you turn it down, it doesn't go down. It just presses random buttons. So you have to program it to go down.
We can call tech support about that. They have a really good tech support as well.
Anybody know?
So I'm gonna let you go to class.
How she got upside down
And
or sideways? I know there's a way to do it.
I'll see y'all later. I'll see y'all later.
I'll look into
Thank
that for
you. Subscribe, like the video.